Okay, the selling is still going on in E-mini. Some interesting articles are popping up today. Crude oil prices have bottomed and are headed higher. Deflation's no longer the worry. Treasuries across the 200-day moving average heading into bear market territory. You know, they have to write something. But we did come into today's market wanting, on the E-mini, wanting to sell 21.10 to 15. And we had a buy in the 85 to 90 area. And there is a low volume number right down here in the 82.50 area right here that we can see, and so far it's holding up. So we made it up to 21.09. The specific sell recommendation was 21.09 to 11. That was the high. And so far the market's come down and it's looked pretty good. Beautiful retest failure right here. You're able to get short off of any of our setups in the 21.05 area. If you stuck it out to 20.85, and I'm not saying you would have, there was 20-plus points for you. So we had a good day, and the big days are down. They'll be interesting to see if we get a follow-through selling tomorrow. The 50-lot trader is supporting the market in here. They're buffering the selling. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. We do have news, ADP employment, productivity, and unit labor costs. So the focus will be the ADP employment. But that was a good sell signal. This produced at least a scratch, head and shoulders. Nice trade. S, nice trade. This B off of this pattern right here would have given you a winner. This S would have given you a winner. No trade here. This S right here, scratch, small winner. Retest failure, small winner. Retest failure, nice winner. S, nice winner. So good trading today. And the reason is we had a market that could actually sell. And it'd be interesting, like I said, see if we get this one more day of follow-through selling. Big day to the downside. We circled 82.50 all the way down to 67. So 67 to 82.50. About a 15-handle range is where support might be. Obviously, 75 is kind of right in the middle from where we are right now. And that is a number that would create an opposite response. So I think one sell is left in the market. ADP, they're looking at 205. Last month was 189. That'd be greater than last month. Productivity minus 1.9. It's an important number, but nobody trades it. And unit labor costs plus 4.6. Some of the articles written today were talking about how you're having to pay up to hire people. That either means you got to pay up for a skill level that's not out there that you got to import or bring in, or you're having to pay up because everybody else is raising their wages too due to inflation. And hard to see that inflation has really entered the market yet in a big way, although gas prices are up a bunch in the last 30 days. So this one has us a seller. F2 will confirm that. And we could still sell some more. So 82.50 is a low volume number. The attractor's at 79. We're kind of holding 82.50 right now. Ultimately 67 to 75 is probably where we're headed. If 85, 87 holds as resistance, there should be more to the downside. So you can see that 90, 96, 2102. Then we had 2109 was the high for the day session. And here we find ourselves. So right now, selling failure to take out 85 to 90 is probably the easiest trade to see. I'm going to give it a little bit of room, but this 80, I think 87 in here is kind of the tipping point. On the buy side, we'll put 75, then 70. See if we can get some more selling in London or overnight. Don't know. We may have to raise those all a nickel. So financials, treasuries, and indexes are pointed lower because the Fed can raise interest rates. Okay, on the 10-year, lower high, lower low, find a place to sell it. And I think 16 is kind of the tipping point. So our first sell, failure to take out 16 to 20. Then 23 to 27. On the buy side, 5 to 9. And then 29 to 01. Funny, I even saw an article today that based on today's numbers, the Fed GDP number, trade balance numbers, the Fed would have to start QE4. So we're going to get all sorts of articles. All sorts of stuff will be thrown up in the air and see which sticks. And if you find something that sticks, you can sell your services for a quarter or so. Okay, for the 30-year, knob spread came in a bunch today. We had 26.21 on the close. And I think our 56.08 got this high at 10, and we got this high, low over here at 14. So there's a lot of stuff that comes together between 8 and 14. So failure to take out 8 to 12, I think, is probably the easiest trade to see. And then 19 to 23. On the buy side, last rotate down stopped at 30. We're at 05. So 25, 29. Try to get into this area right here. Buy 1. And then buy 2, 17 to 21. Okay, gold stopped at 1,200 essentially underneath that. So we're back to where we were this morning. Our number 2 zone was 98 to the buck, so that's sell 1. Put a question mark at 95. If we got a real weak market in London, 95, give or take, is going to hold up. And then 4 to 6 for sell 2. On the buy side, 85 to 90 is where support is. So buy 1 will be 90 plus or minus, and then buy 2 will be 85 plus or minus. I don't see, you know, the Fed has not really been better at forecasting than we are, and they've always had to lower their growth estimates. And growth has come in much lower than forecast since 2009, not only for the Fed, but every other central bank. So I know the Fed's talking about raising interest rates, but again, it's just very, very difficult for me to see that they'll be able to do that. Okay, 25 to 35, sell one. And then we'll make 75, sell two. If we take out today's highs, it's going to be pretty easy to get up to 75. On the buy side, 75 to 85, leaning against this area right down here. And then 30 to 40. I'm going to pick up this area right there. Lots of articles being pumped into the press about crude oil. The end is on this several days ago. We saw a couple of articles too that were different. So 61.50, obviously 61 is where we thought we would get stops today. 60.50 was pretty good support, resistance coming down. So we've got this 60. 61, 61.50, and 59.50, and that's kind of where we're going to put our buys. So we're going to lean against 60 for buy one, 59.50 for buy two, 60, 75, 61, sell one, and then 61 and a quarter, 61.50, sell two. That's it for May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo, Budweiser holiday. It's been built into expectations. Now, imagine a holiday created by a beer company, but that's what we face. Y'all have a great evening. I'll see you bright and early in the morning. We've got ADP early, and that probably will set the tone for the market tomorrow. Looking for 205. I'm out of here.